Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
And tonight we're talking about Supergirl!
Season 5, Episode 10, the bottle episode.
Dun dun dun!
It is the mid-season premiere after the Crisis crossover, and they're dealing with the after effects and the consequences of what happened in Crisis, and yeah.
Yup. So there are multiple Brainies survived?
Yes.
Because they were at the bar.
Which was weird, but I thought it was really cool, and I'm sure it was fun for him too, because he got to do these different versions of Brainy and have these different personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was also really cool that his real life sister played one of the Brainies.
Mm-hmm.
Because they do look alike.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought it was really cool that her departure was I'll always be with you. In here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she'll always be with you in your heart.
I will always be with you.
That's creepy.
I was trying to play off the emotion of the scene. You don't need to say that. No, I know. It does sound creepy. Oh my gosh, there were people that I was talking to on Twitter, and they were saying they wanted to bring back the Furby, and I was like, that's creepy AF. I'm like, and they were just laughing. And I said, it legit scares the crap out of me.
So if you guys want to scare Starfire, show her Furby.
They're scary.
I don't think
like
Furby's
they're possessed. They're creepy.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're adorable.
No, they're not. Furby. How is that not creepy?
The same way that the Legends episode of the crossover wasn't creepy.
I like Bebo.
Exactly. Bebo is like Furby. He talks.
Yeah, but they can move at their own accord sometimes.
Only if they're activated. They have to be turned on. That's weird.
No, but there's legitimately people who've had experiences with Furbies being possessed and moving.
That's because they leave the motion sensor on. When something moves past it, the Furbies activate. If you have a house pet, it's going to start moving randomly at night. Use your mind.
I know. It just I don't like them.
They're not possessed. There's just people their mom comes into the room to check on them. It was just funny
because when I said that, they're possessed with love and kindness.
Yes.
And put the laughing emoji.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're a kid, your parents sometimes come to check on you when they're
Isn't it creepy that they have a motion sensor?
No. It's only creepy if you don't turn the damn thing off. It's just as creepy as your cell phone going off in the middle of the night and you hear whatever damn ringtone you got because you didn't turn the ringer off.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
I mean, it's the same thing as your phone possessed because it rang? No, someone called you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just helping you figure out Furby's not so bad.
I still don't like them.
I never had one.
I didn't have one either because they were creepy.
Yeah. Okay, anyways. Furby has nothing to do with it.
Here, I'll show you the whole thing if I can find it.
But I thought it was pretty cool how they kind of used the ending of Batwoman.
Isn't that creepy looking?
That's not a real Furby. Furby didn't have digital eyes. And, like, those ears, like, no, that's not a real Furby. Screw that.
Dude.
But I thought it was really cool how they used the ending of Batwoman to kind of introduce the idea that there could be multiple people.
Yeah.
Of multiple of the same people. Mm-hmm. Because Beth, the real Beth, is back.
Yeah, like I was watching, but I was like checking something, and you were like freaking out, and I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Batwoman, but I just want her to have her sister back.
Mm-hmm.
And
I want her to get the girl. I am sorry.
Yeah.
I am all for that.
And, well, I mean, now that she's out, like, people know that she's a lesbian.
And people know Batwoman's a lesbian.
That's what I mean.
I mean, just because people know Batwoman's a lesbian does not mean that she's gonna get the girl.
Well, it'll help Sophie decide.
Sophie doesn't know that she's Batwoman. They did a trick on her before the crossover. Where
so on the
Alfred's like...
Well, no, I know, but so on the article it didn't say Kate, it just said Batwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everyone knows Kate's gay. Like, everyone. It's not a secret.
But you'd think that she would be able to put two and two together and be like, Kate's gay and Batwoman's gay, so she's the same person.
But she saw them separately at the same time.
Yeah.
So, short of another mishap going somewhere, she's not gonna put it together.
Right.
I mean, she might, but...
Yeah.
I wish she would.
I do too.
But, you know, Lena didn't figure it out on her own, so, you know what?
Yeah.
I call bullshit. But, anyways.
Call BS on a lot of things.
I do think, however, that...
Can I just mention, first off, the very first scene with that commercial was freaking hilarious.
Right.
That was like a legitimate car commercial. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Right?
I was laughing so hard. It was great.
See, me, I was looking at it and I'm like, even her flying looks fake. What are we watching? This cannot be the episode. I was like, this whole thing screams green screen. This is not the episode, right?
It probably was green screen. I'm sure they film in green screen a lot.
Well, yeah, but like it never feels like it.
Yeah.
So it was just...
That was probably done purposely.
Yeah, so that you could... So it's a juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, to open on that, I was like, please tell me they did not lose budget for this. Like...
Oh, it was so hilarious.
Oh.
I can't.
It was...
I mean, there was a lot of great stuff in this episode.
There was.
I'm not gonna lie. But, like, that was great.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no. That's fine. I do think that they should have memories of the life that they were supposed to have led. Like, it seems like Alex doesn't remember anything anymore except for the real world that used to be. And it's like, but she lived an entire life on this world. Like Lena, she lived an entire life on this world.
Yeah.
Should she not have memories of it?
Right?
Of being, I don't know, of working that closely with Supergirl and, you know, like, everything like that.
So, Lena wasn't given back her memories, or she
Lena was.
Okay.
Like, it was one of the stipulations that Lex put into the contract.
Okay. I thought she did, but I just was making sure.
Yeah, but it's just...
Yeah. I think all the important people should know. Like, you know, Alex and Lena.
Yeah, I mean, they all know.
Yeah.
But I think they should also... I think it should be more clear whether or not they remember the lives that they lived before they popped back into existence.
Right.
Or, like, before they remembered the alternate reality. Yeah. They should remember the lives they lived.
Yeah, because it's like, even though they have those memories and they know what happened, like, they're almost, it's almost like they're going into this new world, just living, just existing, but not really, like, knowing what to do because they didn't know what they did previously. Right. They're thinking that it's, like, all new, and they're like, oh, I'm working at the DEO, oh, I'm in charge, oh, okay, I'm supposed to do this, like, you know.
Like, you would think that Lex comes into this new world having remembered everything he did.
Right.
But no. And so I'm just like, what?
Because it's, I mean, I understand, but it's also kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Because,
I mean, essentially, they're possessing the person that used to be there.
Right. They just don't remember that, who they were.
I mean, like, there was a person that was growing and becoming who they are. And then the people that saved the universe, the multiverse, like, they get blueprinted on top of them.
Yeah.
And then...
And it's like, it's a whole new person.
Right. Like, Lex, he was a good guy. And then this bad guy Lex get blueprinted on top of the good guy and doesn't remember anything about being the good guy.
Yeah, because he's always been.
No, he hasn't. Not in this world.
Not in this world. But
and he should remember that. He shouldn't have to be told or look stuff up or read diaries or whatever. He should remember what type of person he was before he took over that body.
Because you'd think that, like, if they're given the memories back, they would also remember who they were, too.
Right.
But they don't.
They should remember both versions of reality.
Yeah, they should.
Like... I don't know, that kind of makes me mad. And if they do remember both versions of reality, they should make that a little fucking clear. Because they're not. And obviously it's pissing me off.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, you know, I wouldn't want to, like, have those memories, but then feel like I'm constantly missing something or, like, missing out on something because I don't remember who I was before that.
Right? Like, okay, Alex is still with her...
With Kelly.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, what if Kelly and Alex ended up having, like, a different type of, like...
I thought you were gonna say kid.
No. Like, what if they had, like, a different thing, you know? Like, what if... I don't know. What if their thing was this one song, right? And now their thing is this one TV show. Does Alex actually know that?
Yeah.
Does she remember that this isn't their thing anymore? That, like, it changed? Like...
Yeah.
Did they ever have that heart-to-heart when Kelly was like, I lost my last lover in war?
Right.
Has she had that confrontation with Alex yet? Have they had to deal with that yet? Like, this is a new universe.
Is it almost essentially like 12 remembering everything about who he was in Doctor Who? Is it kind of like that? Because, like, he's still lost about what he's supposed to do and who he was. Like, if he was a good person or not.
Right. But no.
Because, I mean, he has, like, the knowledge and the memories, but he just doesn't know who he is right now. He doesn't know his purpose.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's a bit different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see if there was a connection there, but...
No. Because he has memories. He very obviously has memories of his past. and he's using that to try and discover who he is.
Yeah.
But these guys, it's like they don't.
Yeah.
And they
have the memories of the past.
Of their past from the universe that was.
Yeah.
Not the universe that is.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, all these new things, like, things did not happen the way they did on the previous Earth.
Right.
Because it was a vastly different Earth, and now you have all these different, this collision of different Earths.
Of worlds,
mashed together.
Mm-hmm.
And so things happened differently because you have different personalities than you did on your Earth.
Yeah, because they're alternate.
Right. Like, what if James isn't the same person that he was?
It's like with Fringe when they had the alt Olivia and the alt Walter and the alt, Lincoln and alt Peter and Walter and everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly the same. But, like what if James isn't... I mean, they're going to keep it the same, because it's James.
Mm-hmm.
And this is now Earth Prime and whatever. But, what if on Earth Prime, like, where Kara didn't exist, did James, like, what did James become? Because the super family never existed. Superman never crashed on Earth. Mm-hmm. So, and neither did Kara. So, what happened? Who's James?
Yeah.
James never became this big person.
And like you were saying earlier, does that mean Mon-El didn't happen?
Right. So, like,
where's Mon-El?
All these huge... I mean, with Brainy being here, they had to have come back.
Yeah.
But, like, what type of things happened there?
Mm-hmm.
Like, things happened differently because Kara wasn't who she is. Kara, up until the point that she woke up as the Paragon of Hope in this reality, was a different version of Kara.
Mm-hmm.
So who was she?
Yeah.
Who was the Kara before our Kara took over?
Right.
Like, was she still the same sort of person? Yes, she was a hero, but what was her personality?
Are we gonna see another Kara?
I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, we saw like 5 Brainies.
Yeah, but there are 5 Brainies. Brainiac 5, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's like the iPhone 5.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's Generation 5.
Okay. So it's essentially him, but they're all combined in that one big brain. Like, it's one person.
That big brain is like the internet.
Okay.
And then Brainiac is a robot person. He's an android type person. And he's Generation 5.
Okay.
So yes, there's a bunch of Brainiac 5s because there's Brainiacs who are Generation 5.
Okay.
Just like there's a bunch of different versions of this iPhone running around.
Yeah.
That access the same internet.
Right.
But they're the same phone, but they're not this particular phone.
Mm-hmm. That's why they were able to go back inside the little pod thing that was on him, right?
They entered the internet.
Yeah.
They became one with the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, not the actual internet.
No,
that's
I know.
Just like
they became one with the big brain.
Yeah. With the brain.
Yeah.
The collective.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say!
They became one mentally with the collective with the loss of their bodies.
Mm-hmm. Because he said corporeal.
Yeah. So they no longer exist in the physical realm. They only exist as a memory and as their thoughts and thought processes.
But it was still really funny to see the different, personalities of.
Yeah. It was too bad that the dorky shy crazy one wasn't really dorky shy or crazy. He was legit insane.
Oh, the one that had the world, yeah.
Yeah. We loved his jacket, though.
I know, it was so cool with all the formulas on it. I'd never seen a leather jacket like that.
I know, right? So cool.
I liked the other Brainy, too, with the ponytail.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just stole your smoothie.
Right? I'm sorry, I tried to steal your smoothie.
I feel like that one was the most accurate to probably how Jesse Rath is. Like the actor who plays Brainy.
Maybe.
I feel like that's probably how he is, like, at least in a sense. You know, because, like, the voices were different, too, for them, a little bit.
But if you think about it, the way he acted was how Brainy acted when he first came to the show.
True.
Yeah.
But I thought that, like, the one that had the world, that, you know, inside the container, like, I thought he did a really good job just, like, with the acting and the you know, the emotional side of it. Like, it was really good.
Yeah. And you understand where he is coming from.
Yeah. For sure. But Mia and Brainy,
I know.
They've been through so much.
I know.
They can't catch a break, man. They get together and then something happens and then they break up and then they get together again and then they break up again. Like, I can't handle it.
Well, technically they didn't break up
but he just
time.
had to, like, figure stuff out.
Yeah. Because
they took a break.
Yeah, because he was functioning at 1,000, not 100.
Yeah. They took a break, but, you know, they fixed things.
Yeah. And I don't know,
I'm so sad.
I am too.
Because we got to see them all cute and happy, and then he's like, I can't be with you anymore, and she was so heartbroken.
She was.
And I was heartbroken too.
Yes. Me too. I wanted to show emotion, but I had none to give.
I didn't show any emotion, but I was internally sad.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, Nia, don't cry, Nia. No. Oh.
I don't typically cry at Supergirl, even if they do get vulnerable and emotional.
Yeah, neither do I.
But the Flash? Grant Gustin crying makes me cry. I can't.
I can get away without crying for the Flash. Most of the time. His proposal makes me cry.
Always.
Girl, oh my gosh, like, you're so,
That was when I cried last. When he said that during the
crossover?
Yes.
I did not.
I didn't sob, but I teared up.
I didn't.
I was like, stop it, because he said it like 3 times. Stop toying with my emotions.
But, you know, I'm just wondering, because the only reason Brainy broke up with her is because he was told by the female Brainy that...
Coral.
Well, it's not pronounced Coral.
Coral.
Yeah, it's Coral. Because if it was Coral, they'd be of the House of L from Krypton, and they're not.
That's how it was written on IMDb, though. Core-L.
I know.
That's their fault.
Yeah. It's Coral. But I mean, if you think about it, like, I can't remember who invented Brainiac. I know in Smallville they said it was Krypton.
Yeah, it's been so long since I saw Smallville.
That it was the House of L that created them. So I mean, if you think about it that way, then yeah, they're of the House of L. But I don't know, like, they're the brainchild of the House of L. Yeah. But I don't know if that's true in this incarnation. They never really stated that. So I mean, I guess with the name being L, but they never said that for Brainy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's always been Brainiac.
Yeah.
5 for his title. So, I mean, and they're all Brainiac 5. They're all the same person. How one ended up being female is beyond me.
Right.
But I wonder who her girlfriend was.
Yeah.
Like, she said that she had become part of the brain. And I was like, oh, so you dated a female Brainiac. How was that?
Yeah. I wonder if his sister is actually, you know, gay in real life.
I mean, there's a lot of straight people who play gay people.
No, I know, but it would just be cool if, like, if she was, and then they incorporated that into the character.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, for her version of the character.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, a lot of gay people have to play straight people, and then a lot of straight people have to play gay people.
So.
Yeah.
Although sometimes gay people just play gay people.
Yeah. That's rare. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Kurt was actually gay, I think, in real life. Chris Cooper.
Oh.
I think. But Blaine wasn't.
Yeah.
Darren Criss is not. But I think Chris Cooper.
Mm-hmm. And Grant isn't either.
No, definitely not.
So, but, yeah, like, I mean, her name is so hard to pronounce, Alex's. Like, she's not gay in real life. She's married to a man and has children.
Is it Kyler or... I think it's Kyler.
Is it Kyler?
Kyler Lee, I think. Because it's Chyler.
Then yeah, it's Kyler.
Because it could be Chyler or Kyler. I think it's Kyler. Because I think I've heard it said, and I think they said Kyler.
See, it's such an interesting name. Like, I'm wondering how her parents
sometimes
came
on
up
their
with
IMDb, like, it'll say how it's pronounced.
Right.
It'll be spelled out. But I don't know if it has that on there for her. So, yeah. I want to say Kyler, but I don't know.
See, her name is so interesting that it's hard to remember. But I'm just so curious on, like, what? Did one parent want one name and then another one wanted Tyler or something?
Right.
Or Skylar? So, like, you just
Skylar's
combined them?
Different. Yeah.
You know? Like...
Maybe.
Anyways, yeah, like, it's just all, like...
Okay, it says here, her name is pronounced
Kyler
Lee.
Yeah, Kai.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought so.
But, yeah, like, it's just... I would like to know who her partner was. Just because, I don't know, like, I think of Brainiac, like, a very matter of fact.
Yeah.
And, like, I never figured any form of Brainiac for marriage, and then Brainiac said, and then Brainy said his mother and father, and I'm like, what?
So there was more of them?
Well, I know there's more of them. But I'm like, then how are you Brainy 5?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's not like you're Brainiac the 5th. Like, that's not how that works. I'm just... I don't know. When it comes to characters like that, I want them to be more fleshed out.
Yeah.
Like, I love that there's a version of Brainy out there that is female and that is gay.
Right.
I want to know more.
Yeah.
Like, there's very few shown right now. I mean, they're doing really good on, like, you know, showing different people. and, you know, their sexualities, their genders.
Yeah, like Black Lightning's doing it, Batwoman's doing it, you know.
Like,
Supergirl,
Legends started it. Like, Sarah was the first one. And
technically, Arrow started it.
Yeah, Arrow started it, but Sarah was the person who started it.
Right.
And so technically, I guess you can say Legends, because once Sarah...
Well, no, it started with Nyssa and Sarah, right?
Right, on Arrow.
Yeah.
But, like, what I'm saying is that once Sarah left Arrow, you didn't really see much of Nyssa.
No, you didn't.
So, you saw more of it on Legends, and Sarah became the lead character. So she really started that movement for the superhero shows. And, like, even though she started it, like, there's not many of them, and every time there is one, I'm just like, tell me more, give me more.
Right.
Like, give me...
I think CW shows are literally, like, some of the only shows and one of the only networks. I mean, there are other network shows or broadcast shows that do have characters that way, but I feel like CW has the most representation for that.
Yeah. And I think that they're doing it naturally.
Yeah.
And they're not putting an emphasis on those characters. It's like, no, they exist. You see them.
Right.
Hey, this one happens to be a main character. Well, you see her sometimes with her partner. Or him with his partner.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Like the show 911 that's on Fox, like, that was a Ryan Murphy created show. And he created Glee. And he's gay himself, so he usually always has characters in his shows that are gay.
Then why did he do Beast that way? I mean, I know she wasn't gay.
The actress is gay.
Yeah. But, like, Beast herself.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that they did that far into the show.
Like, I don't understand.
If they were gonna do that, they should have done it from the start.
Yeah.
Because they already had another character on there.
No. He wasn't trans. He was a cross-dresser.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
There is a difference, but usually it means that they're probably going to go in that direction.
Right. But after the episode or two that had him on it.
Yeah.
You know.
But anyway, what I'm saying is that he typically has characters on his shows that are gay.
Yeah.
And 911 has a paramedic who's gay, and you see her with her partner a lot. And so, yeah.
Yeah. But, like...
But the shows that I see the most amount of that representation on are CW
shows. Yeah. I think they're doing really well with their representation, and I applaud them.
I mean, I watch a lot of shows, and those are the main ones that I see it.
Yeah. So. And the shows that I watch that do have it, they're never written as good as they are in which I don't understand. You write them like normal people, they just happen to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You know? Like, they're not other.
Like Anessa. Like, she just happens to have girlfriends and, you know, has one-night stands with girls. And like...
She just happens to have a shape-shifting girlfriend who can turn into a guy at some point.
Yeah.
An old Asian man.
But, I mean, that was established from the start. From season 1.
Yeah.
You know? So... Like, don't just randomly be like, oh, we need to have some representation, so we're just going to bring on this gay person as a character.
Right.
Like, no.
But, like, what I would absolutely love is that if every version of Brainy got with Nia.
Yes.
Like, I think that would be amazing. That, you know, like, that... No matter
every
what
universe
it is.
In every timeline. In every version of reality. I will find you and I will choose you.
I wish that they were like...
I don't know what show that quote comes from, but I've seen it used in so many things.
I wish that they were like the Supergirl version of Clark and Lois and Barry and Iris.
I want them to be.
Right? Like, no matter what, they will always be together. Like, eventually.
Barry and Iris.
And I always imagined that Brainy, because he's like an android type being, that Brainiacs create the next generation.
Yeah.
They don't procreate. They create.
Like Data.
Right.
Like there's different generations of Data because he's an android. He does not procreate. There's just another version of him.
Right. Like, I don't know how each generation of Brainiacs are given life, but I never imagined that a female Brainy had to pop them out. Like,
right. That he would have parents or that.
Right.
You know.
Because, I don't know.
It's just weird.
It's not how I remember things.
Yeah.
And so it's really...
That is a little random, because it's like, if he's supposed to be an android, he wouldn't have parents. He would have a maker. He would have somebody who created him.
Well, Brainiac is, like... Once Brainiac became, like, self-serving, self-whatever, then it was just Brainiac. And then Brainiac 5 is the only Brainiac to split from the collective. And he cuts himself off from the collective. And I never knew that the 3 dots on his forehead was why. I mean, that's some weird random BS from this show. But, I mean, okay. Every Brainiac has those 3 dots on the forehead, as far as I was concerned, until this episode.
Yeah.
Like, that was... I mean, you've seen him show up in Justice League.
Yeah.
The original Brainiac. He has the 3 dots.
Yeah,
that's not any, like, inhibitor.
No.
That's how he looks. That's the symbol for Brainiac. Which I think is cool that now he has the 3 dots on his suit. Right. You know, his and then the 2 others.
Right.
So now it's going to be part of his outfit.
And then the one that created the world was just separate from that. Like, it... Because if there was just the one with the ponytail, you know, and then the female Brainy that, you know, are a part of him, then is the other Brainy that we saw part of him too?
No. He got, him and the 3 witches went into the stasis pod with the planet.
Okay.
So they're waiting in the stasis chamber with on the Earth that was shrunk.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in the bottle.
Yeah, because I was like, since he only has the 2, like, he wasn't a part of it. Then.
Right. So, because I always imagined that, like, the current generation of Brainies, like, created the next generation of Brainies. Like, that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Or that they were just, like, created at the home Brainiac home world, or, like, I guess you can call it the brain. And like, they were created there and then sent out, or whatever. But, like, so, I was like... In my mind canon, I was like, well, even though Nia can't have children, Brainy can create children for them. But now, no, they procreate.
It's weird. They need to address what they're doing with that better.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm sorry I've droned on about Brainy having sex. But, I mean, essentially that's what it was.
I mean, there isn't really much else to talk about because the episode was very much about Brainy.
Yeah.
But I look forward to seeing Win again.
Yes, but he's not our Win. he is a criminal.
And Lena thinks that Lex and her are working together, but he's working with her mom.
No, he's not. No, because you see, his mom looked at him and said, well, we worked together on the other world. And you saw Lex go,
okay.
Yeah, we did. And then I got you arrested and you died. Like, I killed you, bitch.
She thinks he's working with her, but he ain't.
Right. He never is.
Because she still wants to do world domination. I mean, that's who she freaking is. She's not going to stop until she, succeeds.
Right. Like...
But
when is Kara gonna find out that she has 2 nephews instead of 1? I want to see the look on her face.
I'm still curious to see what's gonna happen with her and William Day, because, like, I don't...
Well, I am kind of happy that the girl isn't working with Leviathan anymore.
Yeah, Andrea.
Yeah.
Rojas.
Yeah, I'm glad she's not Leviathan.
Yeah.
But still, like... So this means the whole Tessmacher thing never happened?
Well, I mean, they had to find some way to not have her be on it right now because she's pregnant.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that, like, Lex never hired Tessmacher to infiltrate.
Yeah.
And so Lena never became friends with her.
Yeah. Hence, none of that ever happened.
Yeah.
Oh, so many things have changed.
So did Jean and his brother actually make up in this reality, or is he still an evil person trapped in the Phantom Zone?
I don't know.
Like, what is different?
Everything is different.
Did they have an alien president? Or is this...
They're not going to be able to address all of those things. Gosh.
I do appreciate that they still have a female president. And then they got rid of that son of a bitch that was the president.
Yeah.
Like, holy hell. He was a dick.
He was.
But the military girl that was overlooking, I went back to forgetting her name.
Couldn't tell ya.
Where'd she go? The one that was Alex's boss?
They can't go. They can't tell you everything.
How many irises are gonna be on this planet? How many lightning rods does Barry need?
He needs all of them. Because in every universe, in every reality, every version of reality, he will find her and he will choose her.
This is truth. I would love to see a version of Barry that was evil.
Because they are Barry and Iris, and they are together no matter what.
Right.
And
I'm not talking Savitar. Like, I would love to see a version of Barry that was actually evil for the sake of being evil.
Yeah.
Like Earth 2 version of Killer Frost and Cisco.
Right.
Like, I want to see that version of Barry. And I would love for Iris to be, like, a gangster. Like, her and her, like... Her dad's already been a gangster in the sing-along, in the singing version in the episode.
I just love how that world has that, like, old-time vibe, you know?
Earth 2.
Yeah.
Rip. But I can't wait until they all discover that the multiverse still exists, just in a different manner now.
Yep.
I guess that's it.
Pretty much.
We talked a lot.
We did.
This is probably our longest Supergirl.
The next episode is called Back from the Future. I'm back from the future.
Yes, but how is this Win back from the future? He's not.
I don't know, but I like the fact that it's called that because I can use Back to the Future.
Yes.
Because that part where he's like, our Marty is going to find the 55 Doc, and he's like, I just sent you back to the future, and Marty's like, I know you did, but I'm back from the future. And then Doc Brown just passes out. So yeah.
Yeah.
I love that part. He's like, great Scott, and then he faints.
It worked. You didn't die.
Nope.
Anyways, yeah.
But I'm thinking that's the 100th episode. Because I think that was when Win was supposed to come back. Or Jeremy Jordan, who plays Win, for the 100th episode. Because it's a two-part.
The 100th episode is him being evil.
Because the first part of it is airing next week. The second part isn't airing until February 16th.
That hurts my brain.
So it's taking like 3 weeks off.
For no reason. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Until
next time, love yourself and be happy.